Pay close attention. This isn't something you see every day.
Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the Masters of the Universe new Eternia WebStor, made by Mattel. Now this guy here, I've been waiting for him to come out for a while. It took me a while to actually get him. I know he's been kind of out, but finally I got him in, and here he is. So let's take a look at this packaging. So here he is in the window, plastic window, nothing on the side. It just says WebStor, Evil Master of Escape. And then on this side here, we have some beautiful artwork right here of him actually walking through a cave or the bowels of Castle Grayskull. And then on the back, we have some more artwork. And then we actually have a bio here. I'm sorry, my camera is not up high enough to get this, and I apologize for the glare, but that is the artwork. And then here you have a couple other figures that are in this line. All right. So let's get WebStor out of the box. Let's take a look at him and his accessories, and let's talk about this figure. Okay, so now we have WebStor here, present in front of us, and yeah, wow, what a great looking figure. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now, I am actually kind of impressed with a couple things that Mattel's doing. One, which we've seen with like Faker, when it comes to articulation, the ab crunch. That's a great ab crunch. The other thing I found with this guy is that if you lift this up here, now, if I'm wrong, please put it in the comments down below and let me know. But this is the first drop down hip I've ever seen in this line, for the leg, drop down legs, I mean. And that, my friends, is actually really cool that they actually added that in there. As far as everything else is, when it comes to articulation, I mean, I remember their legs only being able to move out that far. You drop the leg down, you got a lot more range when it comes to moving these figures' legs around. So that's cool that they actually included that into the figure. Now, as far as the standard articulation, you have double jointed elbows, you have your wrist swivels and bend, you have double jointed knees, you have your thigh swivel, and then you have your boot swivel, and then your ankle articulation, of course. And can he look up? Not really. I mean, that's another thing too. It'd been nice if they would have given him better head articulation so he could look up. But his arms do move out, of course, and it's just standard. Everything else is just standard Master of the Universe articulation when it comes to the figure. Now look at this head sculpt. I mean, this here, oh, focus, there we go, is absolutely just gorgeous on the way this guy looks. And if you tip him back, because of these little eyes right here, it's light piping. So there he is looking at you straight. If I tip him back to the light, the eyes actually kind of glow. So that's cool. Beautiful reminiscence of the way he looked in the cartoon. And also in the 2000X series. I think in the 2000X series, he looked a little bit more menacing. But either way, you still have that great look. And I had this guy as a kid, and his backpack here had the grappling hook that you would pull. And it would literally pull him up because it had the little mechanism in there that would work, which was awesome. Love the fact that they kept the Black Widow look right here on the front. I love this purple right here, the way they made it look kind of leathery, almost not so armorish looking, except for this front plate right here. Everything else is all blue. You have his WWE or WWF wrestling belt like they all come with, then his loincloth, and then moving down to the legs, all blue. You get to the shin guards, a little bit of kind of, I don't know, like a brushed copper type of look, and then the purple, very nice, and then his feet. Otherwise, this guy is awesome. And here's the mechanics on the back right here of his backpack, which we will get into. Now, as far as posing this guy, right? If I want to pose this guy doing something, can I get him doing it? That's the question. I mean, because of the way the articulation is with these figures, they're not exactly deep. Now, this arm here, I'm going to have to warm up because it is definitely, wow, definitely seized up on that one part of the elbow there. Not this side. This side's actually pretty good. So let's just say I wanted to get him, let's see. Let me see if I can get him kind of throwing a punch, right? He's fresh out of the box, so I haven't really moved him around. And I found that leg articulation when I was trying to set him up in the beginning. But here you go. I mean, that's not too bad. And this will come off also, before I forget to mention that. Yeah, you can see I bent it forward. I brought him forward a little too much and it popped. That's okay, I'll fix that. But can you get him into a pose? Yeah, you can get him into a pose. I just got to heat that elbow up. And I got a little bit of a scratch right here. No big deal. Anyway, yeah. Let's fix his feet a little bit. And there he is. How about like if he was running at you? Right? I don't see why not. I mean, that actually looks pretty good. Get old WebStor like he's charging at you. It'd help if I brought his arm down, I guess, a little bit. Anyway, you can get him into some poses. It's not that big of a deal. I know I'm kind of being kind of sloppy with it, so I do apologize. Posing is not one of my biggest things. And yeah, that head tilt would have been great to have right here. So let's bend him back a little bit. There we go. Now we got, I wouldn't want him running at me. No way, no how. No way, no how would I want this guy running at me whatsoever. Thank God my camera just focused. Excuse me, but otherwise, besides this popping off, and it is a softer plastic, you just take this right here when it comes, if I can get it to focus again, come on, there we go. And it will just kind of pop on. I'm gonna have to try another setting. Like I said, new phone, and the settings are a little different, and I'm gonna have to figure out what setting to use while I'm filming to keep it to where the autofocus goes. Otherwise, this guy is just really cool. I'm glad I picked him up. I'm glad I finally got him. Besides that one joint that needs to be heated up, that's the only thing I really can say. I mean, and the head tilt. Everything else, I mean, I'm actually really impressed that they actually added in the extra articulation when it comes to the legs, which is nice because you're going to be able to, you know, get these guys in some great poses with that extra articulation. That's for sure. If I could just get them set, that would be awesome. I will say that if they, and I'm going to say it, if they would follow suit of what Jada Toys is putting out, I think a lot of toys would have, or figures or collectibles would have a lot better, this thing seems to be twisted in here, would have a lot better articulation when it comes down to the actual movement of the character and stuff like that. And I think what Jada Toys is bringing to the table, and I don't want to, you know, go on and on, they're bringing some really good stuff. And yeah, I like their stuff a lot. Anyway, give me a minute because I'm having a hard time on camera getting this guy to set. Give me a minute and I will get him set, and then we'll go over his accessories because there's a lot to go over. Starting off, we have WebStor's hands. He has a fist hand and an open hand. And of course, he has two gripping hands already on the figure itself. Next, we have WebStor's grapple gun. And it's cool. It's got two handles here. You got a peg here, and then you have the handle on the back here. And yeah, this is to put the grappling hook in. And then, of course, the peg's right in here onto the side. The rest of it does. And yeah, I mean, here's the grappling hook. And yes, the grappling hook opens up. So you can have it like that. You can even have it go up however you want. But here's a nice little long string along with the little spot that pegs into the side. So this is going to just peg in like this onto the side here. And of course, you can do this however you want and just lay this in here like so. And you don't have to have it all closed up. You can have it open. Or, I guess you could close it all up and just pop it in like that. And it'll sit. I would say open it just ever so slightly so you can slide it down in here. If I can do this on camera, come on now. Okay, there you go. And then because it has the little slots on the side, your the grappling hook part will fit in there nicely. And there you go. And that's how you have that. Now this also comes off, so you can actually take this without the gun, and you can pop this bad boy off here, and then you can put this here, and there you go. Now you have his out of his backpack, the way that it should look. But I'll show that off here in a second with the backpack part. All right, so this is really cool because this is his backpack, and of course, well, this is part of it anyway. That clips onto his back. Here's his other spider legs, or arachnid legs, like whatever you want to say. And it's cool because they're articulated, so you can move them, which is really nice. And they turn, and they're just cast in a purple plastic. So that's actually really cool. The cool part of it is you can store this like so. That is awesome. And if I don't know if this will plug in, or I don't have it down low enough. Maybe if you put it like so, you can plug this into the bottom. No, maybe not. I am mistaken. But anyway, it's gonna sit towards the bottom, or however it's gonna sit. Actually, let me get the handle off of it. That would help. I forgot I put the handle on there. So yeah, so if you open up this grappling hook a little bit, right, and you put it like so, it's probably going to sit a little bit open when you have it on there, but then you can bring this bottom piece up, and you could probably store this on his back. Oh, I thought maybe you could push it in there. Maybe not. Maybe the string gets in the way. Maybe I'm just incorrect all the way around. Yeah, there you go. See? And then it could store just like that when you put it onto his back, which I think is really cool. The other thing I think that they did a great job with is that these legs actually can pull out of here. So they come off of the backpack. Okay, so you can take them off, and you can plug them into the side. Easy now. Plug them into the side of the handle of the gun itself. All right. And you pop these bad boys in. Just be careful doing it, that you don't break one of the little pegs. There we go. Seems like a little bit of a tight fit getting them in there. Okay, so now that you have that, now you can have like a weapon that has like a pincer on it. And even though that you have the legs on there, you can still take the grappling hook and pop it on, and you can have it like that. So I thought that was really cool. And it still articulates regardless. So yeah, that's really cool. Really cool that Mattel added that in there. Mattel is doing some great things with these figures. Great things. All right, so before I forget, I just want to show off another thing really quick. And how I was demonstrating on how to plug the grappling hook in. There's a peg here, which this, I guess you could take and you could plug it in like so. And then you could take the grappling hook itself, and I don't know if you can actually get all the string in here if you want to take the time to try and wind that up. But anyway, let's just kind of plug this in here. And I'm wondering if you could just kind of fold this in here ever so neatly if you wanted to, right? I don't know if it'll work. I'm going to attempt to do this while you guys are watching. But yeah, it'll store just like that plugged in. So I don't see why you wouldn't want to put the string in there. Taking the rest of his backpack here, and kind of taking the string, if you can get it. Maybe not. Maybe not. But anyway, I think if you take it and you tuck it in a little bit better than what I did, you can get this whole thing in here if you wanted to wind this up. And let me see. I'm wondering if. Let me see something. Just gonna try one more time, just really quick, to see if I can get this bad boy in here. Just might take a little bit of initiative, or pull the string to where it's not all together the way I have it, and then just take this backpack yeah, it gets in the way a little bit, but I'm going to try and do it off camera. But anyway, yeah, if you can get it to close up without pinching the string in there, I think you'll be all right. But right now mine's kind of pinching it. But that's how you would store that on there, which is actually really cool. So give me a second. I'm going to try and do this. But yeah, that's the way you want to store that. I was incorrect the first time. You probably do it the other way as well, because that way you can pull the string up and down, which, you know what, I wonder if that would work like it did in the old one. The old one had like a little mechanical motorized thing in it. Let's see if you were to put this like so, pop this on. Okay, you want to move it? It helps if I didn't have the string pinch. See that? Always be making sure that you don't have the string pinch. There we go. There it goes. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that you actually still have this somewhat of a mechanism of him being able to slide back and forth on the string. But let me get this set, and then yeah, we'll get some final thoughts on this guy. All right. Now I have all of the accessories on him except for, you know, of course, the extra hands. I did put on this extra hand here, but my point being is that, wow, everything fits on this guy so nicely. I mean, it's just, he's clean, just clean, not a whole lot of paint slop or anything like that. They have really stepped up their game with just a couple little tweaks, man. The ab crunch, the drop down legs, little minor heres and theres that Mattel is making, and yeah, wow. I mean, besides the beautiful sculpts, they are just killing it, just killing it. The weaponry, you can see that he can hold his weapon with ease, not an issue, and you can see everything stores on him nicely. You can have these legs down here if you want to, or coming off to the side. You can move these legs here, down, up, however you want to do it. But I mean, look at this figure. I mean, absolutely just gorgeous. Mattel has knocked this one out of the park. I'm telling you, if I could give this a grade between 1 and 10, I would give this one a 20. I mean, look at that. Everything's stored in there nicely. So what I did is the little peg that's in there, I just kind of coiled the string around it. And then I just, what was left over a little bit, I just plugged in there and then popped that on there. No issue whatsoever. This guy is just fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful sculpt all the way around. Beautiful paintwork. Beautiful. The accessories that he comes with. The only thing that I will have to say when everything's all said and done, now that I've slowly moved them around because I don't have like a little turntable for him to sit on and turn while I'm doing this, is I wish he would have had a better head articulation. Besides that, the ab crunch that was non-existent with these guys, I mean, not only does he have a waist swivel, but the ab crunch as well. That ab crunch they've added in is phenomenal. So Mattel, if you're listening, thumbs up, man. You guys are killing it. And that leg drop down, it's not gummy. It's not weird. It just drops down perfect so you can actually move the legs. Now, I don't recall that ever being on any other figures. This is the first one I've seen it on. So if there is other figures out there that are part of this line and I never noticed, leave a comment down below letting me know, because this is the first one that I noticed that had it. I didn't even notice it with my trap draw review if his legs had that drop down feature in it. As far as adding this guy to my collection, yeah, well worth it. Well worth it. I like the fact that they have it to where if the light hits these little eyes up here, the light piping actually lights the eyes up. Phenomenal. Everything just total reminiscence from the original WebStor from when I was a kid. Great job. 110%. Awesome work. Well done. I mean, I can't say enough good things about this figure. I mean, seriously. I mean, Mattel is definitely listening to us as creators and fans and others out there that are liking this line or just getting into this line. They're listening and they're paying attention to what's going on. So thumbs up to them for just little changes here and there, and just phenomenal. Great work. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better web store. This one even blows the original one out of the water all the way around as far as sculpt and everything else. So very, very well done. Great job. Like I said, I can't say enough good things about it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment down below. And always hit that notification bell so you never miss out on anything new. And please have a wonderful, happy, and safe Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody gets together with their families and they have a great time. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. And we're starting to get into the holiday season even more because Christmas is coming up around the corner. So definitely, guys, just have a wonderful, safe, happy holiday and a very, very happy Thanksgiving from me and my family to all of yours. And guys, thank you for subscribing, watching these videos, and leaving comments and interacting. It's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, guys, I'll catch you on the flippity flip.